So, welcome back.
Thanks
for doing a couple more pieces for us.
Yeah, of course, John.
You kept them a little bit shorter this time, but still good nonetheless.
I like to switch it up.
What's the style of those are, though?
Well, the first ones I was going for, in the first show, some prose poetry, which is typically more mixture of. It's like poetry in paragraph form. And this is just straight poetry, and it's really well. There's to it with poetry that's not prose poetry. I think that a lot of the times you'll find that, like you said, the lines are shorter. Also, I mean, ideally in non-performance pieces, like you might find in some of Z's slam poetry, they are just shorter pieces. They are snapshots. They're there to say, hey, look at what I found, grab some little piece of something that you found out in the middle of nowhere as a souvenir and keep on going. Poems, essentially, that are just straight up poetry, not prose poetry, not slam poetry, are souvenirs.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, let's hit one more thing.
Yeah.
You said you were doing a workshop?
Right, we're doing here at Prose PC, we're doing a writer's workshop. And, it's just an idea of, we want to get people, no matter how big or small a community, there's usually a large resource of there's a lot of people out there who can write or who have potential to write, who say, well, I really want to write this book about myself, or I'd like to learn how to write poetry someday, but they never do. And the idea with this is that, I've been doing it for a long time. I've won a few awards, and I have a lot of friends who are really great writers. I'm well connected to the writing community, and am established as a writer. And so, it was just to get some professional guidance to creative writing, really, without having to take a class and pay some kind of crazy fees. It's all free.
Ask me about the website.
Well, your website,
Yeah, the website. Website has gotten updated actually recently. We have editor's quotes now. We have my good friend, an online editor, Tyler Steinley. He's up there, and I think that what else did we add? We added Wireless. Wireless is going to be our online webzine, and we're looking for submissions right now. The submissions, you can send them to yorasubmissions@gmail.com. That is up on the website. Really, if you have any questions, just email us at yora@gmail.com. Again, that one's up on the website. And we're looking for poetry. We may later expand to fiction, but we really want to grab the poets because sometimes it seems, from a poet's perspective, that the poets can be most starving and in most dire need of literary attention. Also, the publishing company Eora, that's EOA-URA. Actually, there's a good story behind the name. Can I tell the story?
Yeah. Tell us.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm riding down Division Street, and riding down Division Street in a bus, and there's this guy, and he's just like rattling off this like inane, nonsensical language, and I have no idea what he's saying. I don't know if he's like Pentecostal, speaking in tongues, or what the heck he's doing. But I'm the kind of person who, if they seem friendly but unusual, I'll talk to them. So I talk to this guy, I say, what's that language you're speaking? And he says, it's the angel language. So I'm like, sweet, I just hit the jackpot. and so I'm talking to this guy, and he's talking about different people in the Bible, and I've just gotten the Bible, and he talks about Daniel. He's really big emphasis on Daniel, so it was really unusual because Daniel was the only book out of the whole Bible that I'd just been given. It was ripped out of the Bible, so I think it's very interesting. So he mentions, he's talking about, there was Daniel and Jesus and Eo. I'm like, I've never heard that before, but disposition to argue with this fellow, and I thought he was really cool. He's a really nice guy, you know. But so he says Iowa, and so I wrote that down. EOA is kind of close as I can get to it. And then I just kind of, in my own poetical tripping around in my head, really started to, you know, I fall in love with words like every day, like bicycle I fell in love with today. And so I really like Aura, you know, I fell on that one, and so I mixed the two and they made Eora, and I think it's a really cool name. It says synthesis, it says, you know, mystique, spirituality, fusion, which is what we want on our website. So,
Very cool.
yeah. So, Eora, you know, we have this publishing company up, and we really want to get Grand Rapids, you know, and say, hey, look, this is a freaking goldmine art city, because it is. There's like, you know, wherever terrible crap has happened, and there are some liberal people, there's just like gold waiting to be dug up. And so, so we're looking for some artists to expose and develop with the Writers' Workshop. So, you know, check out the site. It's eusir.weebly.com. That stands for Everything You See Is Real. And it's a lot of fun. I love doing it, and it's my passion.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming on the show today.
for sure.
And
You know, we'd like to have you again on the show.
Yeah, I'd love to show up.
This is your second time. We love your poetry and love what you're doing.
Thanks, Chris.
Love trying to put other poets out.
Yeah.
You know, come again, bring more poetry, bring